Alright, today we're going to be playing a Patreon deck from Shish, or Sheesh. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the last of the Patreon decks that have been sent to me. So if I owe you a deck, please send it to me on Patreon. So today's deck is going to be a Highlander Hunter, but it's got some interesting stuff going on with it. The first is that we play Unseal the Vault, the Hunter quest. And because of Unseal the Vault, we play some tokeny stuff you wouldn't normally see in Highlander Hunter. Bug Collector, Derailed Coaster, Swarm of Locusts, Shuma. And similarly, we've got like a Cult Master. We also have the quest minions. So yeah, we've got ourselves a bit of a quest package. And we're also playing King Krush, along with Ramka and Wild Tamer to copy the Krush, and Beastmaster Leorox, presumably to play multiple King Krushes from our hand. So yeah, that's the deck. Let's see how it goes.
Rexa versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
Wolpertinger's a little bit interesting in this deck, because if I'm keeping the quest, do I want to keep this 1-drop? Not sure. I also don't think I'm supposed to keep Volkelt. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But like, Highlander Hunter used to draw a 7 off Volkelt, now this version draws a 9. That's definitely a lot slower. Probably toss it. Well, there's my Volkelt back again.
Come in. Everyone's a winner.
Okay, this is just going to be Secret Mage. Hey, that's a good turn too. A little unfortunate that I couldn't deal with this thing, but it's okay, I think. This is a fine turn 3. There's no way I was supposed to hero power over horror there, right? I mean, it had to be exactly rigged fair game, and then even knowing it was rigged fair game, that had to be worth it. Tempo is pretty good. I think I would have played the horror either way. I don't know where I want this Felmaw attack to go, so I'll leave it up to him. Alright, good attack, buddy. But now Flame Ward could be a thing. It's probably not worth the 2 damage risking that. Like, not only is it like I lose my 2 minions, so it's bad, but it turns off my Faceless Corruptor, so attacking here is really bad into Flame Ward. Oh, I can value trade and then play Corruptor. Juicy. Diving Griffin. So that draws, I believe, exactly Zixor in this deck. I think this is a little bit too good to pass up. The question is, what do I do now? Like, if I am concerned about Flame Ward, value trading here is kind of bad, isn't it? But I guess that deck is always going to give me something to trade into. So it's probably fine to just trade and not go face here.
Everyone's a winner.
That's a very suspicious Frostbolt. Feel like maybe there might be a Flame Ward in play. I could just play Adorable Infestation to check for Counterspell and Spellbender. Checking for Counterspell with this deck is not really important, though. I play 4 spells total. No, 5 spells, I think. So, like, I can just kind of ignore it, can't I? And if it's Spellbender, then Adorable Infestation is just kind of bad. The thing is, like, it gives me some info. But with 3 secrets in play, I don't know, I probably just hear a Power Pass. With 3 secrets in play, I think one of them is quite likely to be Rigged Fair game number 2. So hero powering is important instead of playing Zixor here. And I'm already having trouble using my board without it getting flame warded, so not sure I want to play another minion here. I guess I could have thought more about playing Polkelt this turn. Because the sooner I play Polkelt, the sooner I can draw Shuma, is what I was going to say, but why don't we just skip the middleman? Oh my god, I have to watch so many animations here. Just summon them all at once. So where did we end up? 13, I think? Man, even with Shuma, we're still kind of far away from the quest.
What to do? What to do?
But I don't actually know if his deck can kill Shuma. I guess like Cloud Prince Hero Power can kill it. But man, am I not upset with 7 damage going into a minion.
Time runs out on me.
7 damage into a minion. That's a thumbs up from me. I'm making a thumbs up with my hand right now, but it's off screen, so you can't tell. Well, I could play Bran here, but it doesn't summon King Crush because of board space, so that's probably not the play. I guess I can play Adorable Infestation. Just spend the mana on it. I mean, at this point, I might be pretty happy to play Swarm of Locusts or Unleash the Hounds if I draw into one of those. So getting Counterspell out of the way could be pretty good. Alright, sure.
Of course it's the right way.
So this last secret is... Netherwind Portal, maybe? I'd say that's probably the most likely. Or could it still be... It could still be Rigged Fair game, right? So that is probably the most likely.
I intend to deceive.
So if he plays that secret here, I have to play around Flame Ward. But he didn't play it, so I have lethal, right? I had lethal with Bran, but let's just go ahead and do it with good old King Crush instead.
This wasn't on the map.
Alright, so he got to turn 9 and won the game without finishing the quest.
Rexar versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine. Let the hunt.
Show me Control Warlock. Come on. Control Warlock. Am I supposed to keep Derailed Coaster with this deck? I guess I probably am. Unleash the Hounds is going to be pretty bad if he's Control. good against Zoo, I guess. I don't know, I have like a bunch of top-end garbage I really don't want to be hitting off the mulligan. But I guess this hand doesn't really curve out. We'll toss Hounds and keep Coaster. That's a good draw. Anything but King Crush.
They're not trapped. They're my friends.
Belmaw, love to see it. Okay, definitely control. The Spirit Jailer indicated probably control, but I guess he could have technically been Zoo that wanted another Dire Mole.
Forbidden rituals, you say?
Aggressive. Okay. So next turn I can play Diving Griffin, and it keeps my hand size up for the coaster, which is nice. I think I want this to value trade the 3/4. Value trading his face isn't bad. Oh right, this thing can draw Faceless Corruptor. I was thinking Zexor was the only target. Unfortunate that he had the AoE I could have expected to be in his deck. Why am I at 18? Thought I was the aggro deck. Well, I guess playing this here is probably better than just playing Coaster. I don't know, Coaster probably doesn't really get that much better. And it does spend my mana a little bit better. Yeah, let's play Coaster. Let's go quest progress. 8 out of 20? That's like 4 out of 10. That's like 2 out of 5. It's 40%. Almost half.
They're not trapped. They're my friends.
Wolpertinger's a nice draw because of Faceless Corruptor. 11 out of 20. This might be the game where we finish the quest. Dude, can I play that card in my deck? He just summoned 5 minions all at once. That's overpowered. Oh, this turn is obviously just Crag plus green, right? Have to make sure to play Kreen last so it doesn't attack when I hit with the weapon. I could have made a fool out of myself there if I wasn't careful. Twisting Nether. Good old Veranus. Alright, well, we're almost done with the quest. Okay, cool, he healed, so he might not actually die. The quest is still on the table. Can I ever use Zephyrus to get a beast in my hand? Does Zephyrus ever offer King Crush? Probably not, right? Zeph never has 2 mana, deals 6, right? Probably responsible to just set up for a fireball lethal. Okay, there goes my board. Cart Defender. That would stop me from attacking him. Let's see if we can finish the quest. Nice. Oh, I still didn't get to finish it. Fuck. Alright, so I played 10 games with this deck, and honestly, the list as it sits right now has one really glaring flaw. And that is that I accidentally put in a golden tracking instead of a superior non-gold tracking. Gold cards are disgusting, so we don't want to be making that mistake. The golden Varanus gets a pass because I don't have a regular Varanus, unfortunately. But moving on, what else do I have to say about this deck? For the purposes of giving my input on this deck, I'm going to not touch Unseal the Vault or the King Crush package. I mean, I think we all know that Highlander Hunter is better without those things, but that's not really the point of this, right? So I will be keeping those things in the deck. Now, speaking of Unseal the Vault, of the 10 games I played, I completed the quest exactly 0 times. So we probably need to get some more tokeny stuff in here somehow. We could play some secret stuff with Petting Zoo, and then like Snake Trap, open the cages. I guess open the cages not really so much, but like Snake Trap can help with the quest. I guess like Hyena Alpha could also help with the quest. We'd probably have to make a lot of cuts for that though. I was thinking about playing Hinchclan Hogsteed. We are already playing Bug Collector, which is like shitty Hinchclan Hogsteed. Now, I'm assuming the reason that we're not playing the Hogsteed is because it's a beast, and that interferes with Scavenger's Ingenuity. But I was like pretty upset to be hitting King Crush off Scavenger's Ingenuity on turn 2. So I think where Hogsteed would normally make it less consistent, in this deck it maybe makes it more consistent. So Hogsteed is a card I want to be looking at. There's not really that much token stuff that we can play in this deck. I almost feel obligated to go for secret stuff, but maybe I'm overvaluing it. I'm looking at normal Quest Hunter decks, and they don't really play that much token stuff. But I really felt like I was having trouble. I mean, we do only get to play one Swarm of Locusts, but that's kind of replaced by the Coaster. And then I guess like we only have one Unleash, which isn't really replaced by anything, so that's kind of the issue. Wonder if it's worthwhile to play Parade Leader in this deck. I want to add the Hogsteed. We've got a Bug Collector, Desert Spear, Diving Griffin, Zixor, Crag, Faceless Corruptor, Swarm of Locusts. I wonder if it gives Kink Rush +2 attack. Yeah, we probably have enough stuff for Parade Leader. I kind of want to cut this Varanus, because then we can have 0 gold cards in the deck. But also, we have like more top end compared to most Quest Hunters. And I also feel like there's a lot of aggro, so this card seems kind of dead. I also really want to cut Cult Master because I hate this card. I don't like Cult Master. We can also play Clear the Way. Oh yeah, if we're playing a Derailed Coaster, this card is pretty good with Derailed Coaster. I think I might be cutting Ace Hunter Kreen and True Aim Crescent. True Aim Crescent is kind of bad with like weapons in general. kind of lose value right now because there's so much Sticky Finger. Kobold Sticky Finger is in almost 10% of decks, which is fucking ridiculous. I think I definitely want to be playing Bone Wraith. I had some problems with getting murdered, and it's also a token card. Kartit Defender I'm not sure about. Mermy is also a consideration. So what cards left in the deck could I actually justify cutting? Maybe Bug Collector. Maybe Wriggling Horror. And honestly, maybe Polkelt. Polkelt does draw us into some pretty good stuff, though. I think the most cuttable card at this point is Wriggling Horror. Could maybe play Cable Rat in this deck. It's a bit of a tokeny thing, but it does get in the way of Scavenger's Ingenuity. Although I guess Cable Rat plus Lackey is a 3-mana play to follow it up. Maybe this is worth it. This is definitely the change I'm least happy with. But alright, let's play it like this. This seems like we've done some good stuff here.
Rexa versus Rexa. Let the hunt begin. Bring it on.
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of want to mulligan the quest against Hunter. It's like really super useless. Desert Spear, I guess, is good. Well, I would have rather played Quest than have a King Crush in my hand, but... I mean, this King Crush... Of course, I mulligan the Quest and he's fucking Quest Hunter. Oh my god, dude. This is the 4th Hunter I've played against. All 3 of the previous ones were Face Hunter. I mulligan the Quest and he's fucking Quest Hunter. I'm not salty. What kind of player would I be if I was salty at Silver 8? Looks like that secret went off because my button was not green.
Of course it's the right way.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of fun quest stuff over there, aren't you?
Nothing but a bunch of big bears.
We don't play Dwarven Sharpshooter in this deck? What the heck? It didn't even occur to me that that card might not be in our deck. Well, the Sky Captain Crag, or Sky General Crag, looks very sad here. Also, the Licensed Adventurer. Hey, playable card, let's go. Not that playable though, because I'm guaranteed to draw another unplayable card next turn. But that's okay, we can play 3-2 plus 2-3. Then we have Shuma for turn 7, which is really good for our non-existent quest. On the bright side with Polkelt, at least now I don't have to draw a Questing Explorer. That's a good thing, right? Check this out. Boom, 2-3 with taunt, 3-2, let's go. The Licensed Adventurer is not that bad here. It's basically just Bloodfen Raptor, right? And Bloodfen Raptor has been played in a deck before. And then a 4-mana 2/3 taunt. Serenite Chain Gang was one of the best cards in the game. This turn was totally fine. Okay, we both played a Sky General Crag. Very fair and equitable, and other positive things I could say. I might actually still win this game because I have Crush into Crush. Probably smart of him to go face. I would actually like for this to be explosive so I can play Bran. I mean, I guess when I have both, this one's just better, right? Because it has more stats. He's thinking to himself, man, if I can hit another explosive, he's off by 1. Little does he know. Wait, what is Zephyrus gonna do here? Probably Shadow Word Death, I guess. So if I run into explosive, I've got 6, 14, not lethal. But then I can just play Swarm of Locusts and it's kind of fine. I mean, I guess I can make this trade first anyway, because I need to trade that off for Bran even if it is lethal. And it's like good for if I end up playing Swarm. I did get another explosive.
Mage.
6 plus 8 is less than 17. So next turn I can hero power along with my Bran. That's pretty nice. So I only need 4 damage to stick. If that's another goddamn explosive trap, I'm gonna be so mad.
Knowledge is what I provide.
Oh my god, it's gonna be explosive. Oh god, the hardest part about this turn is deciding, am I fuming, seething, raging? I mean, it could be open the cages, right? He's dead.
I move quickly. You'll find me wherever the action is.
I have none of those adjectives. Are those adjectives? I did it! And I got an achievement! My dumb opponent kept his quest off the mulligan, didn't finish it. What an idiot. Oh boy, it's Shaman.
For Doomhammer, let the hunt begin.
I did basically win the last game I played against Shaman. I might have thrown because I didn't know how to count, but my deck definitely won the game. Okay, this is a hand that can use the pack or the parade leader. Looks like a bug collector turn.
Look what I found.
Kobold lackey. I mean, I probably play this thing here. It's a 50-50 on what it hits. And, I don't know which end of the 50-50 I want to hit. Diving Griffin was pretty much always better, unless I draw Leorox. Oh boy, here comes the weapon. And a 1-mana card? Oh no, it's a 0-mana card. Oh, 6 health? Nice, I can't even kill that. I guess I ooze his weapon here. This thing's actually kind of annoying for him.
Your wish is my suggestion.
There is definitely a chance that I played this Zephrys too fast. Could have just let him evolve again and then hit like Shadow Word Rune or something. But the problem was this turn kind of sucked for me. I guess I was just diving griffining into this. He actually can't play a minion this turn. Because he was overloaded down to 3 and his stuff all costs 3 extra. Okay, well if he had rolled anything but Taunt Totem, I could have gone Parade Leader Diving Griffin here. Anything but Taunt Totem. Well, I'm still gonna do this, I guess. Face. He went face. Well, my instinct is to abuse this thing while I can, play Zixor and Crag. But I could also coin Shuma this turn. I think I prefer this line. So I traded off Shark Bait instead of Diving Griffin here. I basically valued punching him for 6 over 1 health on a minion, which I think is fair. If he was like a Sandstorm Elemental deck or something, then I wouldn't have done that. But I think a 6-1 is about as good as a 6-2 in this matchup.
Never be afraid of your inner power.
Well, maybe this 1 health is gonna bite me. I didn't even know that deck played Instructor Fireheart. Is that normal? Or am I just chilling in Silver 5? Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't play Shuma into that. I attacked with the wrong minion. Or did I? Because this gets me an extra 1-1 for my quest. Obviously calculated. I probably should think about whether or not that was actually worth it. Completing the quest is pretty good. I can pretty easily play 3 minions next turn. Maybe it was actually just good to trade like that.
I wonder.
Oh no, it's happening. Don't Earthshock me, you punk. What is this order? Well, I guess drawing the weapon first was fine. needed one more quest progress. I'm in a good spot though, because like he can't kill me from hand with that deck. And like if he makes a board, even if he clears my board, I just have Unleash Hero Power. Maybe he could like evolve into that Demon Hunter minion that AoEs when it's attacked. He would need a 4-drop to evolve though, so probably fine here. That's a weird attack. He got a Scrapyard Colossus. He might be dead through the Scrapyard Colossus though. My 1/1s do 3 damage. Oh, whatever, I'll let him attack first and then do math. Oh, I can't hero power with that. I think it's still the play, though. There's no way Unleash is lethal. Unleash is barely lethal if he doesn't have a taunt. King Crush. I just die if I play King Crush. So I'm dead to 4 damage here, but considering that he can't play a Bogspine Knuckles for 4 damage, I don't think he can deal that. And it is pretty easy for me to unleash lethal. I need 3 dogs to go face. So he can evolve into some amount of taunts depending on how many minions he plays. That taunt is fine, he has to evolve here. That taunt is not fine. That is lethal though, right? We did it! We finished the quest and won the game because of it. Let's go. Alright, so I ended up playing 20 games with this deck. With the original version, I went 3 and 7. With the changes I made, I went 4 and 6. So I did manage to make the deck a little better. Now, even though the stats do sound kinda bad, I think we can partially blame that on the meta, which, as far as I can tell, is very aggressive right now. I assume everyone is just trying to kill shamans before they can do their degenerate nonsense. And this deck does not handle, like, Face Hunter well. It doesn't handle 3-mana 10/10s from Rogue very well. So I think it's more poorly positioned rather than poorly built, if that makes sense. But I do think there are still some things we could do with the build. I did make one undocumented change, which was adding a Dwarven Sharpshooter. You gotta just put this card in your Hunter decks. I'm sure it was just an oversight in the original list. But there are some other improvements we can make as well. I gotta say, the whole King Crush, Leorox, and Wild Tamer thing did not impress me. Over those 20 games, I never got to do like a double King Crush. I did sometimes get to play Leorox as just like a situational Dino Tamer brand, and that was kind of okay. but I really don't think it's worth having in the deck. So, you know, cut it if you want, don't cut it if you don't. Depends on how attached you are to the flavor of the deck. As far as small changes to the deck go, there are a handful of cards I would consider adding. Probably at the top of that list would be Kartuk Defender, but I'm not entirely sure what we cut for it. I think if I were to cut something, it would probably be either Polkelt or Licensed Adventurer. Parade Leader is probably on that list as well. I suppose Bug Collector is as well. So yeah, let's put in a Kartuk Defender. And I think either Mermy or Temple Berserker could be pretty reasonable as well. Maybe Temple Berserker is the way to go. Other stuff you could play. We're kind of just looking at like tech cards, I guess. Frozen Shadow Weaver could be pretty decent. Kobold Sticky Finger certainly seems to be a card people are playing right now. We could probably be justified in playing it in this deck. It's also kind of cute in this deck because you steal their weapon and then you can evolve like a freaking Swarm of Locust board or something. But maybe that's ambitious. Evil Cable Rat is the card that I cut to put the Dwarven Sharpshooter in. That could end up back in the deck. So yeah, some combination of those cards would probably be the small changes you could make. I think the bigger change is the secret package I talked about earlier. So how many cards do we need for a secret package? Oh yeah, Mystery Winner. That's another card that you could just put in the deck even without the secret package. But for a secret package, let's see, we want probably Mystery Winner, Phase Stalker, Petting Zoo, Hyena Alpha, Rinling's Rifle. Maybe we want Rinling's Rifle anyway. Maybe or maybe not on Inconspicuous Rider. And then probably like 3 or 4 secrets. So that's quite a few deck slots. I think if we're doing that, we do have to cut the King Crush stuff. So if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to cut those, then probably can't play secrets. But if you're willing to, let's try to find the room. I think without King Crush, Polkelt's not that good either. And secrets are a bit anti-aggro, I guess, so we can cut the Kartuk Defender. This does make Derailed Coaster worse, but I don't think Derailed Coaster is a card we can even think about cutting. Hogsteed's actually less good without King Crush in the deck. So what, I've got 7 deck slots. Mystery Winner, Phase Stalker, Petting Zoo, Hyena, Rinling's Rifle. Snake Trap is probably the best secret. Explosive because I'm playing against so much freaking aggro. What is the next best secret? Probably Freeze. Maybe it's good against Edwin. We can actually maybe cut Clear the Way without Hogsteed. Oh, and I cut the Bug Collector as well, so Clear the Way is a lot worse. And I think I've actually cut enough that Parade Leader isn't super good anymore. So then we have a slot for probably one more secret. Open the cages, I suppose. Or maybe if you don't need a 4th secret, then you can bring back one of the cards I ended up cutting. But yeah, I think this would be a reasonable place to start if you're willing to cut King Crush for secrets. Anyway though, that's where I'm at on the deck. I did have fun playing it. It actually ended up being more fun to mess around with than I was expecting. So thank you to Shish for the deck. And of course, thank you to Shish for the Patreon support as well.